A big voice.
Mr. David Shoebridge.
Mr. President, my question without notice is to the Minister for Police and Emergency Services. Minister, as we've previously discussed, many police have received psychological injuries as a result of serving the people of New South Wales, as well as a number of family members of these police have contacted my office with very real concerns about their treatment at the hands of New South Wales Police and their insurers, especially MetLife Insurance. Given the vulnerability of these police and the needs of their families, what actions are you taking to address their concerns?
Thank the honourable member for the question, Mr. President, and thank the opportunity for the member to allow me to put onto the record the considerations currently underway in relation to this issue. It, of course, is of concern to all members of this House, the well-being, psychological or physical well-being of our officers or our former officers, and as a result of some comments that the honourable member made in a radio interview at the time, where he spoke predominantly on not just about the handling of these cases by the particular insurer, but indeed also the issue of suicide or attempted suicide of police officers, I took an opportunity to go and meet with the New South Wales coroner to discuss the issues with him, and he had already commenced some examination of literature that was available to him, and as a result of the discussions that we had, I proposed that there was a working group he put together between the New South Wales Police Force, the New South Wales Police Association, as well as the Coroner's Office, to look at the issue of police suicides. I think it is worthy of some examination, and to ensure that where we can, that we have an understanding of some of the challenges that confront police. I've got to congratulate the New South Wales Police Force, a particular number of members, particularly under the guidance of Deputy Commissioner Dave Hudson, who very recently brought out Dr. Kevin Gilmartin from the United States. Now, Professor Gilmartin is quite a world-recognised, as he refers to himself, a behavioural scientist, specialising in law enforcement, Mr. President, and it is all about, as his book says, emotional survival for law enforcement. And actually this book applies not just to law enforcement, I've got to say, and it'd be worthwhile other members having a read of it as well, because it does talk about stresses in jobs. But the important thing about Mr. Gilmartin, or Dr. Gilmartin, was that he was a police officer in Tucson, Arizona for 20 years, so he gets it. And they brought him out from the United States, and I understand that quite significant numbers of police have been available to participate in his presentations. But beyond that, to assist the honourable member, I won't labour the point on that. I'm also concerned about, as you've raised, these issues in relation to MetLife's handling of the matters involving former police officers. I'm currently in the process of identifying the most appropriate body or process to examine the handling of the practices in relation to these cases by MetLife. Now, I know the honourable member has on the notice paper a notice of motion to conduct a parliamentary inquiry into MetLife's handling of these matters. I've got to say, I'm not convinced that a parliamentary inquiry is the correct avenue to examine the conduct of an insurance company in this case. I'm not worried about the insurance company. I am worried about the potential impact that police officers or former police officers, or indeed their families, who will be obviously dealing with difficulties that have come about as a result of their years of experience in the police force, coming before a parliamentary inquiry and perhaps being subjected to some cross-examination in relation to their claims or their cases. I'm just not convinced, David, that that's the right way to go, but I am genuinely looking at a process by which we can get MetLife's conduct in relation to these matters at least considered and looked at in light of the allegations that you've had raised with you, and I thank you for an opportunity to elucidate.
It being 3:30 p.m.